Welcome to episode 1 of my health journey. Let's rewind about 5 years. When I was 25 years old, I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, which is an autoimmune thyroid condition, better known as hyperthyroid, or if you've ever heard of Hashimoto's disease, it's pretty much the complete opposite of that. I can make a separate video talking about my Graves' disease and going into like my symptoms and how I found out I had Graves' disease and all of that. So let me know if you're interested in that, but that's kind of where my whole journey started. However, pretty much ever since I can remember, I've had GI issues. So constipation and bloating have always been like gut issues that I've struggled with, and I probably have some level of like IBS, but I've never gone to a gastroenterologist, so I've never been actually diagnosed with IBS, but I have a lot of IBS like symptoms. So about a year ago, I was really struggling with bloating. I'm gonna insert some pictures so you guys can see. I was so uncomfortable, so distended. I would wake up bloated before even eating or drinking anything throughout the day. I was so defeated. My confidence had gone in the toilet, and I was trying a bunch of things on my own. I was trying the AIP diet, the autoimmune protocol diet. I tried a carnivore diet for a little bit. Some of those things gave me short-term relief. However, they weren't sustainable and I needed more help. So at this point, I wasn't really looking to go to a traditional Western medicine doctor like a gastroenterologist. I figured they would probably just tell me to change my lifestyle and my diet, which I knew I had to do, but I just needed more guidance and more help with that. And I also knew I wanted to run different types of testing that most Western doctors don't run, like the GI map test, which is a stool sample test to look at bacteria in your gut. I've also always been into a more holistic and natural approach to healing. I don't want a band-aid method of healing. I want to actually get to the root cause of my symptoms and heal my body thoroughly. So I knew I wanted to work with a functional health practitioner. So with my coach, we were able to run some functional testing. So I got a GI map test done and a Dutch test done, and I'm thinking we'll do like part 2 of this series where I can go over all of my lab work with you. But essentially, the GI map test looks at your gut and if you have like an overgrowth or an undergrowth of bacteria in your gut, and then the Dutch test looks at your hormones and your cortisol. So we can make another video and go over all of my results on that. So through the testing that I've gotten done, I was able to determine that I had some bacterial overgrowth. I had a high sensitivity to gluten, and my hormones were slightly out of whack, and my cortisol was really high. So we've been working on putting out all of these little fires, mostly from lifestyle changes, through supplementation and through diet, and it's been a journey, you guys. It's not a quick fix. It's definitely a process. I've been on this journey for almost 9 months now, but it is absolutely worth it. Your health, in my opinion, is the most important thing that you can invest in, and I feel so much better, so much better. So, okay, you guys, so this is episode 1 of my health journey series. I want to make a whole bunch of videos in this series talking about my journey along the way. I'm thinking next we'll do my lab work that I've gotten done, and then maybe we'll do a supplement video. I can talk about lifestyle factors that I've made into my life. And if there's anything else you guys can think of or want me to talk about, let me know in the comments below. That's it for today. I just want to say thank you so much for being along on my journey with me. I love you guys. Bye.